it going, folks? I figured today I'd do my little vlog from the car. Get the old flip going for a change. Today's topic is abortion. Now, I got a lot of the same opinions that some of the ones I've already heard have had, where if you're, I think that if you've been raped and they're pregnant, then abortion should still be an option, because who wants to carry some guy's kid that they don't even know who the heck it is? I mean, that's 9 months of your life that you'd be carrying this kid. So I can kind of understand that. I don't agree with it wholeheartedly, but I understand it. Just having the abortion to be doing the abortion, I don't agree with. Of course, they do have that morning after pill, and that's kind of pretty much the same thing, but I mean, even that's limited. The thing to me that bothers me is if when they do the long-term abortion, like after you've carried the thing for 3 to 4 months and then you have it aborted. To me, that's plain out murder. I mean, if it's, say you're a couple weeks pregnant or whatever, and you know it's going to be a health risk or something like that, I can kind of understand it then. But as far as just waiting until you're several months along to actually have the abortion, to me that's no different than murder. Of course, now that's my personal opinion, and these are some racy topics, but that's just kind of how I feel about the whole situation. As far as sorry, I'm trying to make sure I don't get tagged here in traffic. These people are idiots in Nashville. But as far as people going and just getting abortions done just to have them done, or just because they don't feel like they should have a baby, my thing is, if you don't feel like you shouldn't have laid down in the first place. People that have sex and do things like that know exactly what you're getting into before you ever start that. Smart enough to lay down and have sex, you should be man or woman enough to raise what happens after the fact. That's just my personal opinion. I've got 5 kids now. Only 2 of them are mine by birth, but I've got 5 kids. I claim them all. And even though 3 of them weren't mine by birth, I've adopted them, and to me, in my mind, it's just as good as them being my kids. They didn't ask to be born. They didn't ask to have a father that wasn't much worth a count. So basically, they've had a rough hand dealt to them. Somebody had to step up and be a parent. They were living in my house. Why not? So that's kind of my take on that whole thing. Gonna have a little bit of trouble doing the flea market thing, because I've been to them, I've frequented them. Don't really know a whole lot about what we're supposed to talk about flea markets, but we'll see what happens with that. I'll try to come up with some kind of little hook or something to make it interesting. Anyway, thank you for watching. Be sure to hit the subscribe button if you would. Hit the thumbs up if you can. I'd appreciate it if you did. And I'll see you tomorrow.